Hello and welcome back to Everything Boats with Captain Frank Lanier, where we discuss boats and boating, from maintenance and repairs to seamanship and safety, as well as everything in between. This podcast is a companion to my YouTube channel of the same name, so if you like and find it useful, be sure to subscribe and please check out my YouTube channel as well, where you'll find hundreds of informative videos on pretty much every boating topic imaginable. Today's topic is something every boat owner has to guard against: sinking at the dock. When the topic of sinking comes up, most sailors think of ferocious gales, uncharted reefs, or fog-shrouded collisions at sea. The less sensational truth is that more boats slip quietly beneath the water at their own dock than anywhere else. The majority of these sinkings involve failure of some type of hull fitting, which can include anything from through hulls to stuffing boxes. Here's a list of 3 common problem areas and what to look for when inspecting them. First up, we're going to be talking about seacocks, bad hoses, and rusty clamps. All through-hull fittings below the heeled waterline of a vessel must be equipped with a seacock, which provides a means of preventing water entry into the hull in the event of a hose failure or failure of some component connected to the through-hull. Industry standards for seacocks include marine-grade components, bronze or marlon, and operation of a lever-type handle through a 90-degree arc of operation, which gives a clear indication of whether the seacock is open or closed. The majority of seacock problems involve the use of gate valves, which are not recommended for use on board, particularly below the waterline. In addition to improper materials, residential brass units for example, a gate valve's internal mechanisms are prone to corrosion-induced failures, and they give no visual indication of whether they're opened or closed. Worse still, the valve can fail to completely close due to trash or debris and allow water to enter the vessel even after being quote-unquote closed. Old, deteriorated hoses and corroded hose clamps are other possible seacock-related failures. Hoses should be supple with no signs of deterioration, cracks, or splits, while hose clamps should be tight and free of corrosion. Installation of double hose clamps is also recommended if there is sufficient hose barb to allow it. So the frontline battle solution against seacock problems is 1, to utilize only marine-grade type hoses that are suitable for use below the waterline, and marine-grade stainless steel hose clamps. You want to conduct routine inspections of all seacocks and hoses and clamps on a regular basis, and you also want to exercise your seacocks monthly, both to ensure proper operation and provide familiarity with where they're located. Next up on the list, cracked composite through hulls. A cracked through hull located just above the waterline can reduce a vessel's freeboard from feet to mere inches, meaning a boat needs only to settle slightly in the water before it begins to take on water and sink. Age and ultraviolet light damage are the primary causes of composite through-hull failure. However, the stress caused by a bouncing, unsupported hose can also cause cracking and damage as well. Cracks typically develop where the body of the through-hull joins the outside flange. In extreme cases, the flange will actually fall away completely, allowing the hose and through-hull body to fall or be pulled inside the hull, leaving a gaping hole for water to enter. The solution here: inspect composite through hulls annually at a minimum for cracks and UV damage. I would inspect them every time you haul the boat, or at least quarterly if you have the boat on a trailer. If you find one fitting that's bad, play it safe and replace the remaining ones as well, the composite ones anyway. They're probably the same age and similarly prone to failure. Last up, stuffing boxes and glands. Stuffing boxes for engine shafts are called stuffing boxes, packing glands, and also rudder packing glands are 2 more potential leak generators. Both are commonly located in hard-to-reach areas, which means they often fail to receive the maintenance and care they deserve. They're also common sources of slow leaks, which can go unnoticed for weeks or even months until that day the boat quietly slips beneath the waters. Owners in such cases will typically blame the sinking on, well, I got a weak battery or my bilge pump failed. But in reality, neither of those will cause the boat to sink, although a constant, steady leak will. The solution here: check your stuffing boxes and packing glands regularly for leaks, deteriorated hoses, and corroded hose clamps.